The deeper we search for answers, the more we realize the questions are what truly matter. We build models and theories to make sense of the universe, yet every so often an experiment peers behind the curtain and shows us that the reality we perceive is far more fragile and far stranger than we could ever imagine. These are the moments when science itself seems to hold its breath, confronted by results that defy logic, challenge our senses, and whisper of a world unseen. Today we explore 5 experiments that didn't just break the rules, they broke reality. Number 5, the double slit experiment. At its core, it's a simple test. Fire a particle like an electron at a screen with 2 narrow slits. Logic dictates it must pass through one or the other. This is the world as we know it, a world of definite states and predictable paths. Scientists in the early 20th century expected to see 2 distinct bands on the detector behind the screen, mirroring the 2 slits. But that is not what they found. Instead, the electrons created an interference pattern, as if each single particle had passed through both slits simultaneously, interfering with itself like a wave. The act of simply observing which slit the particle went through collapsed this strange behavior, forcing it to act like a particle again. Reality, it seemed, changes based on whether or not we are looking. The universe isn't just out there, it is a participant in our observation. Number 4, quantum entanglement. Imagine 2 coins linked by an unknown force. No matter how far apart they are, across a room or across the galaxy, if one lands on heads, you instantly know the other is tails. This is the unsettling principle of quantum entanglement, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. In the 1980s, physicist Alain Aspect proved it was real. He created pairs of entangled photons and sent them in opposite directions. He then measured a property of one photon, and in that exact instant the state of its distant twin was determined faster than the speed of light would allow. This defies our understanding of space and time. It suggests that on some fundamental level, the universe is interconnected in ways we cannot perceive. 2 particles, separated by impossible distances, are still, somehow, one. Number 3, the delayed choice quantum eraser. This experiment takes the strangeness of the double slit test and pushes it into the realm of science fiction. Physicists wanted to know, what if we decide whether to observe the particle's path after it has already passed through the slits? They set up an elaborate system where the which path information was recorded but could be erased later. The results were staggering. If the information was erased, the interference pattern appeared as if the particle knew its history was going to be wiped. If the information was kept, the pattern vanished. The decision made in the present seemed to reach back and alter an event that had already happened. It's as if the past isn't fixed, but remains a ghost, waiting for the future to tell it what to be. Number 2, the Afshar experiment. Physicist Shahryar Afshar believed he could challenge the bedrock of quantum mechanics, the principle of complementarity, which states a particle can behave as either a particle or a wave, but never both at once. In 2004, he devised a clever modification of the double-slit experiment. He first observed the wave-like interference pattern, confirming the photons were acting as waves. Then, without disturbing that pattern, he used a system of lenses and wires to determine which slit each individual photon had passed through, its particle nature. According to the standard model, this should be impossible. Yet Afshar's published results claimed he had succeeded, observing both properties simultaneously. The experiment remains highly controversial, a scientific heresy that suggests the division between particle and wave is not as absolute as we believe. It hints that reality might be able to hold 2 contradictions at once. Number 1, the God helmet. In the 1980s, neuroscientist Michael Persinger began exploring the brain's relationship with reality. He developed a device nicknamed the God Helmet, which used weak, complex magnetic fields to stimulate the temporal lobes, a region associated with spiritual experiences and self-awareness. Volunteers reported profound and often bizarre sensations. Many felt a sensed presence, an invisible entity in the room with them. Others experienced out-of-body sensations, vivid memories, or feelings of cosmic oneness. Persinger's work suggested that our most deeply held spiritual beliefs and even our sense of self might be products of neuroelectrical patterns. It wasn't about proving or disproving a higher power, but about something far more unsettling, that the very fabric of our perceived reality, our most personal encounters with the divine or the uncanny, can be generated by a machine. It opened a door between the physical brain and the metaphysical world. The line between the explainable and the impossible is not a wall, it is a horizon that moves as we advance. These experiments did not give us answers. Instead, they gave us deeper questions. They reveal a cosmos that is not a machine to be understood, but a mystery to be experienced. The truth we seek does not hide in the dark. It hides in plain sight, waiting for us to ask the right question. Thank you for watching. If these mysteries intrigue you, follow our channel for more journeys into the unknown.